That should fix it. But if it doesn't, then I'm really lost. Yeah, now it's fixed it. And if I click this, and then I press 8, you should now see the bunny and Quark. Yeah, what the fuck? That is weird as hell. That is very, very strange. Thanks for telling me. I have no idea how that happened. You didn't miss too much, but it's like, you know, annoying to think that can happen.
Well, there's 2 ways.
Yeah. I'm gonna restart my phone. Not restart my phone. I'm gonna restart the stream on my phone and see if it looks good on my phone. Yeah, now it's working fine again. Very weird.
The first is to get through the number 9 door and escape.
I wonder if it was an OBS thing where it just kept broadcasting that one frame.
As soon as you're out, the bracelet unlocks all by itself.
What's the second way?
For your heart rate to reach 0.
Hey, Zero, wake up, will ya?
Right?
What's the second way?
Oh, Theo. I think you already know.
What?
Do you really want to get rid of that bracelet?
Of
Yeah,
course I do.
that it's normally something that would happen on your end, where like you're buffering, but the audio comes through.
Nothing to it, really. You die.
Hopefully, it still works when I mute the microphone, because I just burped and I don't want everybody to hear that.
It's a bunch of faint electrical impulses.
You know what an electrocardiogram is, right? Technically, it's a machine that graphs the electric current flowing across the myocardium, but you probably know it as the thing in the hospital with the little light that goes beep, beep, beep.
What the fuck is this dialogue in this game?
When someone dies on a TV show.
Anyway, the point is...
The dialogue
that you
is
can
fucking
detect the
crazy.
electricity that your heart makes by pumping blood. Your fancy little bracelets pick up on that. They're always watching. So, when that signal goes away...
The lock on the bracelet releases, right?
Yep. So there you go. The second way. Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off.
Now I'm paranoid and I'm looking at the Chrome
Apart from
browser that
there's
I've
no
left
other way to get
open
the bracelets
to
off.
make sure it's still
If
playing.
you try something harebrained, like trying to break them or something, you'll be disobeying the rules. I don't think I need to remind you what happens when you do that. But if you're lucky, you might get to see a few of them come off during the next round.
Oops. I guess it's not going to be very lucky for some of you, huh?
There's a lot of dialogue in this game compared to the first one. Like, we've literally been listening for like 45 minutes.
What do you mean?
Well, do I have to explain it?
I don't think any of the story sections in the first game were more than like 20 minutes.
Round of the AB game.
Apart from at the end.
There. That's pretty clear, right? If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be Tenmyaldi. Or
Yeah.
Siggy. Oh, or maybe Fido. Or maybe everyone. Oh.
What?
Why would everybody
I
die?
can tell you why. Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized, just like when you break the rules.
Okay, and Fi knew that and told me already,
I'm
okay?
sure, I already told you what the penalty is.
look at the 3D model. Oh no.
Correct, Siggy. Full marks.
This 3D model looks like something from a game from like 1999. Like, it doesn't even look like a game from 2012. So if I'd been right, but how did she know before Zero told us? Because she's got spooky premonitions, dude.
Phi, Sigma, and I only have 1 BP. That means we'd have less than 0 if we lost 2 points.
That's why we should team up, and we should both ally. Right, Ten Miyoji? Right, dude? You don't want to die, right? You don't want to die and leave your little nephew or whatever the fuck, grandson. The AB game would continue until someone opened the number 9 door. But that doesn't mean somebody reaches 9 points. It means somebody opens the door. There were no rules about how many people could or couldn't pass through the number 9 door. You know, if somebody reached 9 points and wanted to go through the door, technically you could break their legs, right? And then just like quickly go and solve some more puzzles, get some 9 points, come back, drag them through, and they'd have to thank you. Because technically you saved their life. Right? Technically you could have left them there with their broken legs. Why do I think like this? Alright, the bracelets would only unlock under 2 conditions: if you left the building or if your heart stopped, yeah. Like in the first game when they fall off as soon as you leave. If your BP hit 0, the needles in your bracelet would activate, killing you. I mean, the bunny didn't say that you couldn't impede other people.
The next set of chromatic doors you'll be going through are
Right?
downstairs.
It didn't say you couldn't like
You already
handcuff
saw them,
people,
right?
which we had
There
handcuffs.
should have been 3.
There were handcuffs in the first
blue,
room.
and green. That means that to get through, you'll need bracelets in cyan, magenta, and yellow.
But wait, you've already got those bracelets. Have a look. The color's changed, hasn't it?
Oh shit, what's our color now? We're yellow. That's because we're pissed at this game.
So am I.
Fuck
Me
you,
too.
Alice.
It looks like the color wasn't the only thing that changed.
No, I'm paired
What do you
with
mean?
Luna. I was gonna
Well,
join
it
Luna.
looks like our groups have changed too.
I was 100%
I
gonna
was a
join
solo
Luna.
last round.
Because
now it
Luna was
says
the only
pair.
one who allied that didn't get
Right.
betrayed.
Really? Mine still says solo.
It looks like Luna and I both changed. Although I've gone from solo to pair.
I'm the opposite. Mine went from pair to solo.
No change here. Still a pair. I guess this must be magenta. Are you two magenta too?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But which one of you uses pair?
Mark, Clover, and I are cyan.
I didn't realize who it said it was a pair
I think Mr.
with.
K and I are pairs. And Miss Clover is a solo?
Looks like it.
When
Fuck.
did they change?
Can we go with Clover?
Back when the AB gates closed. As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too. And of course, it's totally random. No rules or anything. Now, with all of that explained, I must bid you
That was like 50 minutes of
We may never
Bunny
meet
Rabbit
again.
explaining the game.
What?
Well, there's not really anything for me to facilitate
Aww.
anymore.
Thank
I mean-
fuck.
You guys are good from here. Right? I'll never see you guys again.
Sorry, I get flatulent when I'm sad.
Did you really think I was gonna cry?
AIs can't cry.
Suckers!
Jesus
As if
Christ.
I'd cry over you, dummy.
This humor is so forced, right? But it barrages you. It's so forced, but like, it's like it pummels you and pummels you, and then you laugh.
Anyway, good luck. I may be gone, but I'm always watching.
100% is trying to be like Ashley Birch's Tiny Tina from Borderlands.
Tragedy.
But, you know, it is what it is. It's like it piles on all this shit and then you just crack up because it's so cringy and like dumb.
That little piece of shit. If I could just get my hands on that little fucker, I'd squeeze him till he popped.
Harley Quinn from Batman?
So what happens now? We've still got a while until the chromatic doors open.
Why is he wearing fucking... What is on his head? What is on that kid's head?
We should go and see if we can find any other exits. Maybe there's a vent or a disposal chute or something. if there's a chance Zero missed something.
I concur. There's no point in standing around. We lose nothing by looking, and if we find nothing, we can always return and go through the chromatic doors.
Let's split up. 5 minutes would give us a good half hour or so. Let's meet in front of the chromatic doors 5 minutes before they open then. Any objections?
There were none. Fuck. I really need to see the teams of who we'd be going with, but we're a pair still, right? So that means we'll have to go with one of the 3 solo people. It's the only person who stayed behind. I'm glad we got paired with Luna, because Luna didn't get betrayed, so she's gonna probably want to ally again. Right? Which means we won't end the game quickly. Try as I might, I couldn't think of anything I'd done that could have landed me in Zero's game. I hadn't pissed anyone off, at least not this bad. I didn't owe anybody money, and my family certainly wasn't rich. If anyone was hoping for a fat ransom payout for me, they were going to be very disappointed. Same. Did you know that the film director Guillermo del Toro had his father abducted by a Mexican gang? And they wanted money for him, and they got it, right? Obviously I wasn't some kind of genius, nor was I an Olympic athlete, and I certainly hadn't been chosen by God to fulfill some great purpose on his earth. See, on his earth, it makes me think I am on the moon. Had I started a fight with a frightening and mysterious new religion? Possibly, right? Like in the first game with Snake. Had I hacked into some terrorist group's server? I think Guillermo del Toro's dad, was it George Clooney or something, showed up and had a meal with one of the Mexican gang leaders, and they ended up releasing del Toro's father. You can look it up, it's an actual thing. It's well documented. I think there's actually a hour-long documentary about it. Had I gotten wasted and had a one-night stand with... Wait, what? Had a one-night stand with the mistress of a prominent politician. Well, yes, but it was just the one time. And she was the one who went after me. What the fuck? Oh my lord. Just an ordinary college student. If there was a reason I'd been abducted and put in the nonary games, I sure couldn't see it. I thought he was a fucking cop or some shit. Like, looking at his uniform outfit thing, I thought he was like a policeman or like a traffic warden. Why was this happening to me? I thought back to what I'd been doing right before I was taken. The memories were still a bit blurry, but they were there. He was driving some shitty car, like some real hoopty car. And then he got flashed, and then he ended up here. Yeah, look, there's his little hoopty, right, with his trash rims. Early morning, California desert. Yeah, we're fucking in Nevada. The moon was beautiful. All this reference to the moon. We were on the moon. I just finished writing a paper due that day and was heading to my car from the research building. The parking lot was empty, and a bright moon cast sharp shadows across the chilly pavement. Chilly? In December in California? I think not. The last time I'd looked at the clock, it had said it was 2 in the morning, which meant that today was Christmas Day. So why was I at school, typing away feverishly on Christmas? And why are the nonary games being held on Christmas if they take place every 9 years? That means it hasn't been 9 years. My home computer had suddenly decided to eat shit. I hate when that happens. Grummeldunk, you can relate to that, right? When I hit the power button, I just got nothing. I didn't have the time to spend all night troubleshooting. Stupid thing, so I headed back to campus to use one of the school machines. Secondly, the professor in charge of my research group was a Buddhist. A Buddhist? Christmas didn't appear on any sort of significant... didn't appear to have any sort of significance to him. Part of me couldn't shake the thought that he was trying to make some kind of point. Man, Buddhists should chill out if they're trying to like fuck up other people's holidays, you know? My girlfriend had broken up with me a week before. I'm sorry, I don't think we should see each other anymore. Who is this girlfriend? Goodbye. All I had was that one cold email. Try as I might, I couldn't even get in touch with her. That means that she's been abducted as well. His girlfriend 100% is Phi, and I'm calling it right now. Of course that meant I wouldn't be attending the party we've been planning on going to. Christmas party? Somehow I didn't think drinking by myself around a bunch of happy couples would have been a really good idea. Wow. Do you want me to voice act this part? At any rate, I'd stayed up all night to finish my paper and emailed it off to the professor before the morning sun came up in the sky right there. As I walked across the parking lot, I felt light. Perhaps it was the relief of finishing my paper, or perhaps it was the 5 energy drinks I chugged to stay awake. Perhaps it was both. Fuck, okay, we're not doing that. He's not a cowboy. He's from California. He's not a cowboy. Is he like meant to be a punk with the anarchy symbol and the grenade? Is it meant to be like a Green Day badge? Slid into my car, stuck the keys in the ignition. Nothing happened. Yeah, is he meant to be like a Green Day style Midwest punk? I jiggled the key in the slot. Yep, that's because his ride's a hoopty. Look at his wooden steering wheel. Look at the wooden steering wheel. Look at that shit. Fifth try, the engine made an odd creaking noise, like metal on metal, and fell silent. This is alternator. This alternator's fucked. It's always the alternator. Screamed and pounded on the steering wheel, but nothing worked. You know, normally pounding and screaming on the steering wheel does work, so I can see why you would be frustrated. Dude, then he did some weird fucking move. He's like showing us the goods. Right, so he gave us an upskirt, and then a smoke can went off. And he couldn't get the door open, so he just like breathed in all that good old soparil. Breathed in all the soparil and, you know, fell asleep. My mind was racing. I was trying desperately to puzzle out what was happening. Through a haze of fear and caffeine-fueled neuron misfires. That's why his head hurts. He drank too much energy drinks, kids. That was when I saw it, just a glimpse in the rearview mirror, but I was certain there was someone behind my car. Zero, right? Like actual Zero. In the first game, the reason that Zero was a girl, or the reason that Zero abducted people like this, was because of the connection to the soparil thing. I'm pretty sure that June in the first game had actually earned her money to like make the nonary games by trading soparil stock. Alright, the heavier his body began to feel, the more he inhaled, and he blacked out. Last, my strength failed and I collapsed sideways into the passenger seat. My eyes slowly drooped closed. Really, that didn't tell us a lot, right? That told us he had some connection to California. When they opened, I was in the AB room with Phi. Phi in her absolutely gigantic shoes. Phi in her Final Fantasy IX wizard boots. Spent a few minutes wallowing my misery and I figured I deserved at least a little self-pity. But even I knew that brooding and whining wasn't going to get me anywhere. Like Kay had said, we needed at least to try and find another way out. So I shook my head and so why are they trying to find another way out? Why aren't they just trying to do the puzzles the way they are? If you've ever watched a Saw movie, or the movie The Cube, there's always a way out. Just do the puzzles and don't be an idiot. Alright, so I shook my head to clear it, stood up straight and headed off. Oh! I just made a decision. I didn't mean to, but I did. I made a decision to go to the lounge. This is probably a story decision. And not a decision of who you want to go to the next room with.
Oh, hey Sigma.
Wow. It had to be the perfect room. My old partner in crime and my new partner in crime.
Can I get you a seat?
Yes. You're some kind of waitress?
What do you want?
Oh fuck, it's all women in the bar? What do you mean, what do I want? I just came here to check up on you guys. Ooh, we get a little look at the puzzles. So this is the lounge, huh? A bar, a sofa, and 3 ladies. I feel like I'm in the VIP room. Oh my god. This fucking dickhead.
Can I get you a drink?
Clover's personality changed from "why are you here" to "can I get you a drink" very quickly. You better not be underage.
I turned 21 just the other day.
Yes, yes, yes. Info, 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 info. So this is 3 years after the second nonary games. Solved it. She's the killer. I see. Well, I guess we could probably have a drink or two then. Unfortunately... Oh, 21! Because we're in America. The drinking age in Japan is like 18. The same as it is here. As much fun as that sounds, I don't think it's a very good idea. This isn't a really good time to be getting wasted.
It seems like this sort of thing is exactly what makes people want to drink in the first place.
Got a good point.
Sigma?
Sigma balls. I'm just kidding. Besides, I've got a headache. Drinking is probably not the best plan.
It hasn't gone away yet?
I'm thinking his headache is because we're on the bad path, and it's exactly like June in the first game whenever she got a fever. It has to be. Especially because in this one, you split up from people more, right? So the only person you're with that the game can keep telling you is ill is yourself.
Are you alright?
If I just leave it alone, I think it'll go away. That's how it went before anyway. It's been happening to anyone else?
The headaches. Now that you mention it, yeah, I did get one a bit ago.
Uh-oh.
I feel fine now, though.
So she's been having premonitions as well. But she's lying about it?
You know, I think I did have a bit of a headache earlier. Not me. No headaches here.
It's because you don't have any brains, Clover.
Well...
I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Clover was highly intelligent in the first game.
It's hard to explain. I just feel kind of weird. Your head feels weird? No. My body feels weird. Like my whole body.
Like when you fall asleep on top of your arms, and then you wake up, that arm kind of feels like it's not really yours. It's not just my arm though. My whole body feels kind of numb and foreign.
I don't know. I guess it's kind of like that, but...
Oh, if that's what you're talking about, then yeah, I know what you mean.
Is it the Soparil?
It's kind of like my body isn't really mine.
What the fuck? What the fuck is this game?
I'm sort of floating. Like that?
Okay.
Maybe it's because of the anesthetic gas.
Maybe it's because of the low gravity because we're on the moon. Which would Did I fucking solve this already? Are we actually on the fucking moon? And that's why Phi was able to jump so high out of the gate? Out of the hatch in the roof?
It might have looked like white smoke. The stuff they used when they abducted
Nah, I ain't believing it. It's not the Soparil. We're on the fucking moon. We're on the fucking moon, and I'm telling you. We're on the moon.
It seems like we were unconscious for a long time, so It must have been pretty powerful stuff.
Why else would the phone lines not be connected to the main grid? Because they're moon phones.
Well, it could be a side
They're
effect.
moon
Or
phones.
it could be that it just hasn't worn off completely yet.
Whatever. That's not important. Right now we need to figure out how to get out of here.
Alright. I'll go look somewhere else then. You guys stick around here.
Haven't really taken a good look at everything yet.
Alright. And wave goodbye and headed towards the exit. Where to next? Oh, so it's not a flow decision. Yeah, it's not a big enough decision to affect the flow. It's just like a multiple choice visual novel decision. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Alright. Whew. We've been playing this game for how many hours? 4 hours? Has to be more than that, I think. It is now 1 AM here in Scotland. So I'm gonna end the stream. But we're definitely playing this game again tomorrow. It's a very long game. I mean, even like one playthrough of this game, getting one ending is pretty long. But you know, I'll obviously finish it out before moving on to another game. I just finished playing another big game, and then another big game before that. This kind of seems like a theme where we're playing these absolutely massive games. But there isn't really anything else I want to play right now. There's this, and then there's AI the Somnium files, and a couple other things on Game Pass I was looking at. And then the next new release that I want isn't for another 12 days. So it's like, you know, we're definitely going to finish this in the next 12 days. We can probably 100% this in the next 12 days. Alright, anyway. I'm talking a load of shit. I'll see you guys tomorrow. If you choose to watch again. And we're definitely going to finish this out though, before moving to another game. Thanks again for telling me about the weird tech issue where the game was frozen. Thanks for the follow. I have no idea what that tech issue was. I think it was Twitch. I really do. It was either OBS or Twitch, and I don't think it was OBS. Alright. Auf Wiedersehen. Good night. Good night.